Hello and welcome to Wednesday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, where we're going to be taking a look at a 100% rated puzzle today. And we have to thank Dan, I presume a Dutch name, for recommending this. Actually, only yesterday. Dan has apparently been going through the old Logic Masters Germany puzzle database and solving all of the 100% rated puzzles. And he's gone back. I think this is very old, this puzzle. It might be 2021. It's by Nylimb. It's called the 4-Color Killer Sudoku number 2. So it's based off the 4-Color Theorem, if you're familiar with that. But Dan said that this is an absolutely brilliant puzzle. And so given the comments on it, which are incredible, it must be one that we missed back in the day. I'm going to have a go at it today. Nylimb, I've done at least one Nylimb puzzle on the channel before, but I think it was many years ago, and I think it was incredible. I also have the vague recollection it was incredibly difficult. I mean, this one has got, as well as the 100% sort of beauty rating, if we want to call it that, it has got 5 stars out of 5 for difficulty, so it's probably not that straightforward. But it feels a bit like a Killer Sudoku, and if you're familiar with the 4-Color Theorem, I think it's a lovely thing to introduce to Sudoku. So the 4-Color Theorem is the idea that if you sort of, if you have a 3-dimensional or a 2-dimensional area like this, then it's always going to be possible to shade the cages in this area, in this instance, such that with only 4 colours, such that you never have an orthogonal connection. So if that one was blue, we should be able to shade this such that, for example, that one wouldn't need to be blue. Let's have a quick go at this. Let's make that green, that purple, that... You see, the thing is, this one could be green again, couldn't it? Because green hasn't touched this. So it wouldn't necessarily need to be yellow if that's our 4th colour. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm trying to explain the 4-Color Theorem. We have seen Sudokus before based off the 4-Color Theorem, but not for a while. And I'm looking forward to trying this one. And that's what I'm going to do for you in a moment or two's time. What else can I tell you about before that? Before we do the birthdays, let me quickly mention that we've got the Put Out More Flags, which actually was an answer in the Times crossword. Was it yesterday? Or was it today? There's a very recent... Or maybe it was the Times General Knowledge. Anyway, it's appeared in the Times crossword suite in the last day or so. It's obviously the name of a novel. But anyway, it's also the name of our Sudoku competition for the month of November. There is only one day left. Closing date tomorrow. So let's do a quick reload. 8:10 and it's gone to 8:31, so it's still ticking up. Do have a go if you haven't. You can get all the puzzles done by the close of business tomorrow. It's easy. And now my phone is buzzing at me with those. Oh, hang on. I just need to check whether or not I need to make a call here. Hopefully I don't. Okay, I can't deal with that now. That's fine. We shall move swiftly on. Anyway, do have a go at this. It's great. Do have a look at Killer Sudoku number 2. This is our new app. That's also great and really magical puzzles therein. And birthdays. Let me do the birthdays. Let's have a look at the list. George, you've turned 24 today. And I know this because your girlfriend Lara wrote to me. And I know that the two of you are going on a sleeper train to Edinburgh, I think in the new year. And the question posed was, have I ever been on a sleeper train? The answer is yes. I think only once, that I remember anyway. And that was on the snow train. I did the trip from Paris down to the Alps, the French Alps, in my youth. And it was... I remember it being surprisingly good fun. I mean, the carriages are quite... was it couchette? Is that what they're called? Anyway, I remember it quite well, even though it was probably 30 years. Gosh, was it really? It might have been 30 years ago. But yeah, I recommend it. I think you'll have fun. And George, I hope you have fun today. And I hope the chocolate cake is excellent and well iced. Next, James, it's your birthday today. And I know this because your girlfriend Emma wrote to us and told us that you often watch the channel while procrastinating about your homework with your master's program. I think you're graduating from your master's program next month, so I wish you well with that. And James, many happy returns for the day. I hope the chocolate cake is well iced. And then finally, Ratfinks, a very illustrious member of the Sudoku community. Your friend and fellow constructor Soter wrote in and said, could we wish you a happy birthday, and was suggesting buttercream icing. I think that's what the message meant. Well, I mean, buttercream, you can have that on any cake, though. Does it have to be a particular flavour? No, buttercream icing can be chocolate, can't it? I'm not sure. I'm useless at this sort of thing. I just know what I like to eat. And Ratfinks, anyway, who I met when we did the Stratford-upon-Avon Literary Festival a couple of weeks ago. Ratfinks, many happy returns. I hope whatever cake it is you want, you get today. And that is all the news. Let's have a look at 4-colour Killer Sudoku number 2 by Nylimb. The rules are as follows. We've got normal Sudoku rules applying. So we've got to put the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Digits may not repeat in a cage. So that means, let's find a cage. So that digit couldn't be in any of the, couldn't be those two cells, because although Sudoku would suggest it could be, that digit by Sudoku could go in these two cells, couldn't it? But because of the cage, it would then repeat within a cage. It's not allowed to. The sum of the digits in each cage has one of 4 values, which must be deduced. Okay. Cages which share an edge have different sums. And if 2 cages meet only at a corner, they may have the same sum. So let's find an example of that. Yeah, look at that one and that one. So we've sort of got Arthur the Caterpillar. If you know your Will-o'-the-Wisp, you'll know what I talk. There's Arthur the Caterpillar. Mavis Cruet. No, there's no Mavis Cruet, at least not that I've seen yet. But this cage could be the same as that cage because they only touch one another at a point. That is all the rules. That's trying to scroll. No, that's all the rules. Do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now I get to play. Let's get cracking. So I presume what we want to try and do is sort of colour this first, don't we? So let's try, what's the biggest cage in this puzzle? It is maybe that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's an 8-cell cage there. There might be another one. Let me just... I've seen a couple of 7-cell cages. Or certainly one. Oh, yes, 2, 3. Okay, let's make that green. So what do we know about green? Well, we know green is not going to be the same as that one because they touch. So, unsurprisingly, this 2-cell cage has a different total to the 8-cell cage. That one sees both blue. It touches orthogonally both blue and green. So let's make that one purple. Yeah, and now this one I will make yellow because this one touches orthogonally, shares an edge with all 3 of the other colours. So this is a mapping in the sense that we have now used all 4 colours, and everything else has to be one of these 4 colours. Yeah, now this is good. Look at this C-shaped cage up here. Now this touches yellow and pink or purple. I should make this slightly darker probably, just to make it more purple. It's meant to be purple, but this definitely can't be blue because the maximum value of blue is 17 if this was an 8-9 pair, but this is a 7-cell cage, and the minimum value of a 7-cell cage is the triangular number for 7, which is 28. So if we populated this cage with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, it would have its minimum total, and 28 is more. than 17. So this can't be blue. So that's got to be green. See, that one could be, this one could be yellow. Because yellow could be as low as 10 if it was 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one here, I think it's yellow or blue. It's not purple, because purple is at least 21, isn't it? Because again, this could contain the digits 1 to 6 once each as a minimum, and 1 to 6 is 21, and we can't fit 21 into a domino, even if we were to make this 9 and 8. What about that one then? Does that have to be... Oh, well, this is important, actually. This one can't be purple and it can't be green because it's touching both of those. But it's also a 7-cell cage, so it can't be blue. So that must be yellow, and that means this can't be yellow. It can't be yellow because now we've established yellow, a bit like purple, is massive. It's at least... Well, purple is at least 21. Yellow, Arthur the Caterpillar, is now at least 28. Okay. Oh, this is good. This is good. So look at this sort of saucepan shape cage. That's going to have to be purple. Its only option would have been blue or purple. But if it was blue, this cage would have at least a 21 value, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this can't. So yeah, and now this case is lovely so far. it feels okay. It doesn't feel 5 stars yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again, that can't be the blue cage. So that's got to be the green cage because it touches both the purple and the yellow cage. And now that cage sees all 3 other colours. So that's definitely a blue cage. Now, does that one have to be... Does that one... See, that on the face of it, that's either blue or purple. And blue might be possible. Sorry, there's a bit of wind today, so my window's rattling a little bit. Haven't heard any sign of Maverick yet. I think this might be able to be blue. If blue was... I mean, blue could be as much as 17. Although actually blue can't be 17. Ah. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little excursion and look at this. I'm going to use the secret, actually. The secret is something I share with one of my very favourite people, but don't worry, if you're not in on the Sudoku secret already, and you're still watching this video, you're definitely one of my favourite people, and I will share the secret with you. The secret of Sudoku is that this box, because of the rules of Sudoku, this box contains the digits 1 to 9 once each, and if you sum those digits, you get 45. So let's think about that in the context of this green cage. Now the green cage here is 7 cells, but there's an 8-cell green cage here. What's the absolute minimum value of an 8-cell cage? Well, I think it would be if these 8 digits missed out the biggest Sudoku digit, which is the digit 9. So 45, which is all 9 digits, minus the 9 is 36. So there is simply no way that this green cage here sums to less than 36. But that means there's no way that this blue cage here sums up to more than 9. And that's very important for looking at this cage, because this can't be blue. If this is blue, its minimum sum would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is 15. And I can't put 15 here because that would make this add up to 30, and that would imply that this green cage can add up to 30, which it definitely can't because it's got 8 cells in it. So that is pink. Yeah, this is good. Now this one has to be yellow, because again, its only options are yellow and blue, but it's a 5-cell cage, so it's adding up to at least 15, so it must be yellow, because blue can't add up to 15. This is a 7-cell cage. That definitely can't be blue, and it's touching purple and it's touching yellow, so that's also green. Oh, I know what I should have done. Okay, what I could have done much more straightforwardly is ask the question, how many cages in this puzzle that are dominoes, or what colour? All the dominoes have to be blue, because every other colour of cage has got the ability to be 6 cells large, which means that they're adding up to at least 21, which we can't put into dominoes. So those are both blue and have been forever, and I just didn't spot it. Okay, so that one is yellow. Now these are both yellow or purple. So they're one of each. Those two. They can't be the same because they would touch one another. So they can't neither of them can be green, neither of them can be blue. So that's okay, so that's what we get. That's the colouring. But the only way of distinguishing the colour of these two is going to be, you know, you'll have to establish, if say you could establish that this bottom one, I don't know actually, that's going to be difficult to do. Yeah, there's going to have to be some distinction. All the cages have, all the colours have different values, don't they? Okay, so we know blue is no more than 9. Ah, sorry, so how do I do this then? Do I have to use the sort of secret times 9? I mean, a whole Sudoku grid sums to 405, and we know that because we know a single box of the Sudoku sums to 45, and there are 9 such boxes. 9 times 45 is 405. Oh, goodness me, this could be horrific. This could be horrific, because you've got... Oh, well, although... You've got 5 blues, haven't you, in the grid? So whatever the blue total is, there are 5 lots of blue. And I think you've got 4 of everything else. I've got 4 greens. I've got 4 purples, because one of these is purple. And I've got 4 yellows, because one of these is yellow. So I've got 4 times green, yellow, and purple. Plus 5 blue equals 405. So, I don't know how to do that. I definitely don't want to get Excel out. Oh, that would be terrible, wouldn't it, if I have to do this with a spreadsheet. Hang on, I've got 4. So this box, is that what I'm supposed to do? Because I know 1 green plus 1 blue is equal to 45. Yeah, maybe I can express this. Let me try and do this with the letter tool. So what we're saying is 4 green plus 4 purple. I'm going to run out. It won't let me. Oh, maybe I could do it in one. Could I do it like this? 4. No, I want to do it like this. 4 green. Yeah. 4 green, 4 purple, 4 yellow, 5 blue. So we're going to add these all up. I don't think I can do plus signs. Oh, could I do it with the... No, I can do times signs. I can't do plus signs. Right, this is the equation that we're working... Oh, can I... No, I was wondering if I could use the line tool to draw a plus. I don't think I can. Right, this is the equation that's going to equal 405. We're going to sum these totals up. But we actually know that this box here is equal to 1 green plus 1 blue. So 4 of the boxes in this puzzle, ignore the shapes that are in them, I know that I could express 4 of the total boxes by writing 4G plus 4B, couldn't I? Because I know 1G plus 1B equals that box. So that means I can get rid of that, and I can get rid of 4 of these Bs. So I now know that 5 of the boxes of the puzzle are exactly equal to 4P, 4 purple, plus 4 yellow, plus 1 blue. But hang on, that box is interesting. Yeah, okay, so let's think about this. This box is telling us that 1 purple plus 1 yellow is actually more than 45. And the amount it's greater than 45 by is that digit, which I will label A. Yeah, this is it. So A is 9. This is really cool. I don't have to do anything terribly complicated to do this. Right. So the way I'm seeing this is that I know that 1P plus 1Y is equal to those 10 cells. So it's slightly more than 45, because this would be 45, wouldn't it? And that's sticking out. So remember, these 3 together, the sum of these 3 is equal to 5 total boxes. So but the sum of these 2 is equal to 4 total boxes plus 4 lots of that digit. Because 1P plus 1Y is equal to these 10 cells, so it's equal to 1 box plus A. So these 2 together are equal to 4 complete boxes plus 4A. But we know that the total of the grid, we were trying to come up, we know these are 5 boxes overall, so that final box is equal to 4 lots of A plus the B that we haven't used. And 4A plus B, well, there are lots of solutions to that, obviously, but there aren't, are there? Because actually, we know from the work we did earlier that B is no more than 9. So let's think about how that works, and we work that out because we know that those 8 cells added to green, and we know that the triangular number for 8 is 36, so we know that the minimum sum of this C-shaped region is 36, so the maximum sum of blue is 9. Now, if this was its maximum value of 9, we know the overall box adds to 45, and that means that the absolute minimum value of 4 lots of A is 45 minus 9, which is 36. But A is a single digit. So we can't generate any more than 36 because we can't make A bigger than 9. So we have to make A 9. That digit is the digit 9. We have to make blue, the sum of blue though, let's be clear, the sum of both blue cells is going to be 9. And that's going to allow our equation to work. Because then you're going to have 1B, 9, plus 4 of A, the A digit, which is another 36, and that makes the total for the 5th box, which is what we were trying to get to, which is 45. I hope that's clear. I mean, it's clear in my brain at least, and it's obviated the need. It's rendered otiose the need to do any Excel, which is a very good thing. So now, okay, so now now green is 36, because blue is definitely 9. Right, hang on. I need to keep track of this. So green is 36, which means this is an 8-cell cage that doesn't have a 9 in it. Blue is 9. Now, the sum of purple and yellow is 54, because this is a 9. I know that those add up to 45, so this is 54. And now I don't know what to do at all. Sorry. Now I'm having a total mental block here. What on earth do you think we do now? I have not got a clue. I'm sorry. It doesn't look very appetizing to do anything, does it? Okay, let's try and narrow down yellow, perhaps. Yellow exists in the puzzle as a 7-cell region. So the triangular number for 7, i.e. if I populated Arthur the Caterpillar with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, those digits would sum to 28. So this is a bit constrained, because this is only a 4-cell region, and we know it adds up to at least 28. And it can't add up to more than 30, because that's the maximum sum. If we made this 6, 7, 8, 9, it would be 30. So there is an 8 in one of those cells. And we know that because if there wasn't, the maximum these could be would be 5, 6, 7, and 5, 6, 7 only add up to 18. So we'd have 18 plus 9, which is 27, which is not enough to make this 28, which we know it must be at least, because Arthur the Caterpillar adds up to at least 28. Now, what does that mean? I don't know, but yellow is constrained a bit. Oh dear, I can't see anything here. What about... Well, we could do... Yeah, okay, let's try that then. We could think about the first 3 columns. I mean, this is classic killer Sudoku. I don't know if it's going to work here because I've got too many things sticking in, I think, and only 2 things sticking out. But what I'm wondering is, at least I know some of the totals, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, because we've got a green here and a blue. Now I know from box 3 that green and blue add up to 45, so that's 45. I've got a green here and a blue, so that's another 45. So these cells sum to 90. Now, I also know that these are a purple and a yellow, and I know purple and yellow from this box sum to 54. So I now know that all of these digits sum to 90 plus 54, which is 144. Now, so what I've just said is that these cells that I'm flashing on and off sum to 144. I know that the first 3 columns of a Sudoku sum to 135. And I know that because each column, remember, contains the digits 1 to 9, so the secret applies. So that's 45, that's 45, and that's 45. So that's 135. So, what does that mean? Well, that means that whatever... Where were we? 144. So if I deduct these two cells from 144 and then add in these three cells in column 3, I should get 135. So don't these have to be massive? I mean, the minimum value of those is 6. If those were 1, 2, 3, that would be 6, wouldn't it? So that would effectively make that have to be 15, yeah. So this has to be at least 15, and it can't be more than 17. So it's a bit like wherever it was before. There's a little bit of, or Arthur the Caterpillar versus this column has sort of, there are 3 options. And this, I think, has to be 15, 16, or 17. Let's just prove that to ourselves. If it was 14... we deduct from 144, 14, which is 130. So we'd be saying the total for all of these digits is now 130. But the first 3 columns are meant to sum to 135, which would require those 3 digits to add up to 5. That's not going to be possible because the minimum, they're all in the same column, so they have to be different. So the minimum they would be 1, 2, 3. So these digits are 6, 7, 8, 9. And if this was 17, how does that work? These would add up to 8 then. So these digits are from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And they do, I mean, I can't really pencil mark it, but they definitely include a 1. One of these is definitely a 1. Now... what does that mean? That's the next question. Oh no, this is this is actually gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. I've got something beautiful. Where's 9 in box 7? And I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue where it is. But I do know it can't go in the blue cage because you can't put 9, 0 in the blue cage. So 9 has to be in one of those 5 cells, and that's lovely because I can't repeat it in the cage, so they can't have 9 here. And why does that matter? Well, now what's the maximum value? These had to add up to at least 15, and the only way they can now is if they're 8, 7. So these are 15, which means these are adding up to 6, so they are 1, 2, 3. This is lovely because now this has to be a 4, 5 cage, because it has to add up to 9. This is absolutely beautiful. Oh, now this can't be 7 or 8 because we've had 7 or 8 already in this green cage at the bottom. So these include 7 and 8. Now, I'm not sure what we do next, but that was definitely, that was lovely. I know this adds up to 9. I don't think that's putting any pressure at all on it. It's not something to do with like where 9 is in column 4, is it? It can't go there. So it's in one of those 2 or that top cell. Not sure what to do with that. This green cage, it has everything in it except 9. Which is... I don't know, it feels like there might be some sort of geometry trick I'm meant to do. And I still haven't got a clue what purple and yellow... I know yellow is quite constrained. Okay, so purple is at least 21 because it's got 6 cells in it here and here. Okay, but what's the maximum value of purple? Is that going to be if this is 28? If that's 28, then this is 28. Now that's a 9, so this is 19, so this is 26. That's not great, is it? So there's quite a lot of freedom in the value of purple. Purple is 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, or 26. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not sure what to do with that. Oh, but hang on. How does green adds to 36? This green cage doesn't have a 4 and a 5 in it by Sudoku. So that is the 9 that is missing from this cage. So it has everything else in it. Yeah, oh, I see. Sorry, this is easy. Where's 7 and 8 in box 7? They can't repeat in green, and they're not in the 4-5. They're not part of this 4-5 pair, so they go there. Oh, this is lovely. Now, what's this cage? That cage sums to 9. It's not 4-5. It's not 8-1. It's not 2-7. That's got to be 3-6. It's the only way it can work. So these 3 digits are now 1, 2, 4, 5. And that presumably matters at some level. He says, trying to work out why. You can't put that digit in that cage. So does that matter? So yellow we know adds up to at least 28. So there's a sort of 6-cell cage there that adds up to at least 35. If that was 7 and this was only 28, they would add up to 35. So they would be missing 3 digits that add up to 10. I don't think that's doing anything. I mean, it might be, but I don't see quite why. Wow. What do you think we look to do now? I don't know. Goodness. Can we do... I really don't know what to even... or where the tension is, if you like. Do we... Oh, I don't know. Sorry. What could we do next? Is it in any way obvious where I'm meant to look now? Because I have not got a clue. Golly gosh, I just don't know. It's probably geometry, isn't it? That's probably what we have to think through. But I'm not at all sure how to do that, if I'm honest. Is it something to do with this cage? Oh. Yeah, this cage. Gosh, it is nearly that. That cage there, remember it's got all the digits except 9 in it, so it's got to have 3 and 6 in it, and they can't go there. So they have to go in two of those three cells have to be a 3 and a 6. I mean, it's a dodgy pencil mark to do that, isn't it? That doesn't feel like it's... doesn't feel like it's a winning strategy, but let's try and remember that two of those three are 3 and 6. Now, golly, I don't know. I'm not sure what, I'm really not sure what on earth I'm meant to do here. This sort of Oklahoma shaped thing, that okay, that can't be enormous actually. What did we say the maximum was? 26. Can we get to 26 there? I mean, you can't put 4 and 5 here because that's going to break this cell. So the maximum they could be would be 2 and 5. Yeah, that's okay though, isn't it? If that was 2, 5, and then this was 3, these 3 digits would sum to 10, and there's no, well, I don't think there's a restriction on these two cells, so they could still be 9 and 8. So I don't think this is putting any pressure. Oklahoma is not putting any pressure on the overall value of purple. Probably. So where could we look? That digit, no, that digit could go in there, absolutely could. That digit can't go in there. Oh, I see. Oh, no, this is the better one. That's a much better one. Where does this digit go? Row 7, column 2, in box 4. It can't repeat in its own cage, can it? And it can't repeat in its own column, and it's a 7 or an 8, so it goes there. Now, does that matter to us? It might do. It might do. I don't know why, but it might do. Oh, I tell you what might be interesting. Okay, let's think about this. Can we restrict the value of these at all? Because we've already got 15 in here, haven't we? So can we say something logical about how big this string can be? Because we've got quite low digits here. We're going to have quite low digits in the 9 cage. I mean, the 9 cage, we obviously can't populate it with enormous digits, can we? I'm just worried that, yeah, the absolute maximum size that these 3 can be is 15. That's the maximum, and that's going to be if yellow can get to 30. Because if this is purple, we know it can't be bigger than 26. So maybe we can prove this is yellow. Maybe that's the thing to do. If this is purple, is it possible? We know that purple's maximum is 26, so we've got 15 here, so these would have to be capable of adding to only 11. It might be okay. No, it's not, is it? Because if we had 11 here, plus 9, which we know is the total of blue, yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work, so this is it. Right. 11 here, plus 9, plus, let's make that 2, 3 rather than, so we miss out the 1. We've got 5, 14, 25, which means these two cells would have to add up to 20 in order for the box to add up to 45. That can't work. So this, right, this is good. So now we know that this is, no, we know this is yellow, don't we? Because yellow has the ability to go as high as 30, and we know this one is purple. Okay. Now, okay, so how does this work then? So if, sorry, this is probably obvious to everybody as well. I appreciate I'm probably being a bit dumb here. Well, oh, wait a second. Okay, I don't think that can be a 4-5 pair. I might be wrong about this. But if this is 4-5, this 3-cell string here, what's the lowest we could possibly make it? It could include one low digit only, because 2 of the low digits are there, so we could put a 1 into it. But then we couldn't put 2 or 3, which would be here. We couldn't put 4 or 5, which would be here. We could put 6 into it, but we couldn't put 7 and 8 into it, so it would be 1, 6, 9. It would add up to 16 minimum, and 16 plus 15 is 31. And I can't make that add up to 31. So that means that this is not 4-5. Now, I'm not sure that's going to matter, but what it means is that to make this blue domino add up to 9, we're going to have to use the other low digit, aren't we? Because if once it's not 4-5, it's either 1-8, 2-7, or 3-6. So the third of 1, 2, and 3 is going to be in here. And that means that this string, that's done it, I've done it. That means this string doesn't include any low digit. No 1, no 2, and no 3. So the absolute minimum I can do is 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6 adds up to 15. That makes the absolute minimum value of this yellow cage 30, and I can't make that add up to more than 30. So it is 30. This is 6, 7, 8. Oh, this is going to be marvellous, because now I'm going to get the value of purple by default, aren't I? Because this is 21, so purple is 24. So now I know the 3 totals. I've got 9 for blue, 24 for purple, 30 for yellow, 36 for green. And all we've got to do now, is to fill the puzzle in. This is not 3, 6, because that would break this. So there's a 1 or a 2 in here, and a 7 or an 8. So 9 in this box has to go there. That's just totally forced. Okay. So these are not 9 in this bottom cage. Okay, now right. So Arthur adds up to 30. This adds up to 30. That's quite interesting. Yeah, look at this digit then. Because this 5-cell sequence here adds up to 30, and it doesn't include that digit, because that digit can't go in that cage, and that's a great big digit. So effectively, this is interesting. That means that these 6 digits here sum up to either 37 or 38. Which means that the 3 digits that are not in this cage, because what I mean is that putative 6-cell cage there, I know that all 6 of those digits sum to either 37 or 38. So the digits that are missing from that cage add up to, they add up to either 8 or 7. Now, the thing is, a 3-cell sum to 8 or 7 is only made up of the digits 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And that means that this digit does have to make an appearance in this cage. Because this is a 6 or a 9, and therefore it goes there. By Sudoku. Oh, and that's not surprising, because I've got the same sorts of digits over there. But it also means, it means in the bottom row, these 3 digits are the digits that are missing from my putative cage, which actually is the same as that cage, which I know is either 37 or 38's worth of digits. So these 3 digits add up to either 7 or 8, and they are from 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And that's not 4 or 5, so that is a very low digit in the corner. That isn't 3 by Sudoku. And this is very exciting for the following reason. Come on, brain. Let's come up with a reason. Ooh, I've got something different. Right, this digit is no longer that digit. Because obviously this digit is a 7 or an 8. That one can't be a 7 or an 8. Yet I know this digit appears in this cage, because the only thing this is missing is the digit 9. So this digit is up there, but do you remember earlier we said those 2 digits are in this 3-cell string as well? So now these 3 digits are 3 and 6, and this digit, which is obviously not that one, so this is 3 or 6. These 3 digits are the same as, no, they're the same as those 3 digits. I'm sure this is going to do something. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Look at box 7. Now, oh, actually that can't... Oh, hang on, neither of these can be 4 or 5 because of this. I don't think this is going to change what I was about to do, but I've just... Okay, and we know these 3 digits added up to 7 or 8. So this can't be 1 or 2, because these 3 would only add up to 6, which wasn't one of the valid totals. So this is 4 or 5. There is definitely a 1 in this domino, because these 3 digits together add up to 7 or 8. But that's not even the point I wanted to make. What I was going to say is that in this box, one of these digits is a 6 or a 9. Whatever this is, say this was 6, then 9 is in one of those 2. If this is 9, 6 is in one of those 2. And that means that these cells, those 3 cells there, contain a floating 6-9 pair, don't they? Because one of these is 6 or 9, and that is 6 or 9. So that is 3. It can't be 6 anymore. So this domino definitely includes 6. And it includes this digit as well. That might be worth actually recording, mightn't it? I'm not sure that's sensible, but it might be. So 3 is one of these digits now. So this is a 1-3 pair by Sudoku. So these digits are 2, 6 and 9, and that's not 9. So I've got a 2, 6, 9 triple now. And this can't be 5, can it? Because these 3 would add up to 9, and I think that's just an impossible total. Let's rehearse why that was true. If this was a 9 sum, these digits would sum to 36. But we know that the yellow, which is effectively those digits, sum to 30, and that should have been a 6 and is not, so it doesn't work. So that is a 4. And now, perfect. Where's 4 in row 8? It can't repeat here. Doesn't seem to be able to be anywhere but there. So this is 5. This is not 5. This is not 4 because because hang on, because 4 has already appeared in the cage. So that is a 1 or a 2. 4 is definitely in the Oklahoma cage. Okay, that might... Okay, these digits... Oh, this is going to be good, isn't it? Because these digits are now 5, 6, 9 by Sudoku, which means they add up to 20. But we know yellow adds up to 30, so these two digits add up to 10. And yeah, that's great. They're not 3, 7. They're not 4, 6. And they're not 1, 9. So they're 2, 8. Which means this is 7. This is 8, which means there's an 8 up there along with the 6. So we can lose our orangification. This is a brilliant puzzle, Nylimb. It is brilliant. And now... Oh, now I'm stuck again. Those digits, it must be these. These are, by Sudoku, 1, 5, 7, I think. And that can't be 7. Oh well, okay, that didn't work so well. Now, what does this mean? I don't know yet. Something, I'm sure. What is the value of Oklahoma now? Has Oklahoma come to be useful? Oklahoma is at least 4 plus at least 9. Sorry, a maximum of 9 into those cells, which means these cells... Yeah, that's good. Oh, in fact, that's forced. Hang on, this might be wrong. Do they have to be a 7-9 pair? Maybe. All I'm thinking of, I'm looking at those 3 digits, and I'm thinking about maximizing them. So I've got a 4 here, I could put a 2 with it, and then I can make this a 3. So the maximum value of those 3 cells is 9. We know purple sums to 24, so that means the absolute minimum sum of this domino is 15. So I can't include the digit 5 in here, and the only digits I've got available are 7 and 9, so I have to use 7 and 9. And that seems to require that to be a 7 and that to be a 9. And now this isn't a 7. Oh, I've got a quadruple here on all the high digits. So that digit is not a high digit, which means this digit is a high digit. And let's come back to this, because now we know we've got 16 in these 2 cells. The rest of this has to add up to 8. And we know one of the digits is a 4. So it's got to be 4, 1, 3. It's the only way to do it. So this has to be a 3. This is now a 1-4 pair, so this is a 2. Oh, I could have done that, you know, using the fact this was 157. This could never have been a 1. Sorry, this has been available in a different way. I just didn't spot it. Never mind. We're still in the game. This is not a 6 because I've got this huge quadruple here on 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, and no, that's not helpful. These digits are 1, 2, 4, 5, aren't they? Oh well, never mind. It's still good. We're still not completely out of logic yet. Now, what do we do now? 4, 5, and 6. That's not a 6. So there's definitely a 2 in this domino. Okay, that's oh, hang on. There's a 6, 7, 8 triple. Oh, that's good. That's good. In row 5, I've got a 6, 7, 8 triple, so that can't be a 6. So that's the 6 in box. So this isn't a 6. I've got a 7, 8 pair now. So I've got so many low digits going on. All of these digits are all low. Oh, this is beautiful. I've got something different. I will just label this up. But the point here is not this. The point is to look at Arthur the Caterpillar and note that Evil Edna is nowhere near. Why? Because by Sudoku those digits are low because they can't be these massive digits. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that. In Arthur the Caterpillar, I have now got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quintuple. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 sum to 15. So these two digits have to add up to 15 to make Arthur add up to 30, which means these are 6, 7, 8, 9. They're either 9, 6. In fact, this one is not even, so that one is even. Gosh, it would be very good if I could see how to do this. Well, these do add up to 15. That is something that we can be sure about. Okay, and this digit can't repeat in Arthur the Caterpillar. So where does it go in box 5? And the answer is there. Okay, now, where is that digit in box 2? And as so often, the answer is, I don't quite know. But I do know it's got to be on this domino, doesn't it? It's got to appear in box 2. It can't repeat in its own cage. It's not equal to these enormous digits. So that digit is in there. And therefore, I know how to make this 9 cage work because it has both the digits 1 and 2 in it. Because I know one of these is a 1 or a 2, and that's definitely a 1 or a 2. So this is 1, 2, 6. And this digit is not 1, 2, or 6. This digit is a 4. This digit is a 1. These are not 1. This is not 4. So this is 3 or 5 at the top of the grid. There is a 6 in here. So the way we're going to get 15 here is with 8, 7. So 8, 7. Oh, well, that doesn't... Okay, I thought that would resolve this thing down here, but it doesn't seem to want to. Oh, this is not 8 or 7 now. So I've now got a 6, 9 pair in column 3, which means this digit is 7 or 8. Okay. That can't be a 6, look, by Sudoku. 1, 2, 6. Oh, no, we can't. No, I was thinking I could do some maths and work out this digit, but I don't think I can, actually. Bobbins, oh dear. Oh, I see. Right, here's a little Sudoku-y point. Where is that digit in box 1? This digit can't repeat in green, and it's a 7 or an 8, so it can't go in the same row as a 7 or an 8, so it is there. Which gives me a pair here, a pair here. That might do something. I don't know. What do we think? Okay, right. This is a 9 cage over on this side of the world, and it's not got 7 or 8 in it. So it's either 4, 5, or it's 3, 6, which would have to be this way round. Now, is that okay? This can't be a 4. So that can't be a 5. So we're down to very, very few options here. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure how we do that. Maybe this column is where I need to look. Column 9. I still need 1, 2, 3 and 5. 2, 3 and 5. So I've got... Oh no, that was a terrible idea, wasn't it? That's not done anything. Do I know what those two digits add up to? I know roughly, because we know this is a 24 cage, don't we? So we know if this is a 7, these add up to 8. If this is an 8, these add up to 7. No, I don't think... Is that important? It might be. I don't think it is. Could we... It's not to do with colouring 7s and 8s, is it? I don't want to do that unless it's absolutely necessary, to be honest. Because I've already got so many colours in my grid, I think I'm just going to find it totally confusing to go down that route. Oh, bother. I don't know what to do. Oh, I tell you what I could do. When in doubt, use Sudoku. Where are 7 and 8 in box 3? That's a very reasonable question. They've got to be there. So now... Yeah, okay, so now where is 6 in row 1 is a reasonable question. Because I've got a 6 in this domino, so it's not in those two, it's not in those 3, it seems to be in one of those two, so that's placeable. So that's a 6, which means this down here is a 2. Actually, that 6 is useful. It's much more useful than you sort of would think it was going to be. This 6 is giving me a 2 here, but that's giving me a 9 here and a 6 here, which was that digit, wasn't it? So now I've got a 5-9 pair in the bottom row. But it's doing one more thing as well, which I'll mention, which is this 2 is fixing this. That's got to be a 1-8 pair now, which makes this a 7, this an 8, this a 7, this a 7, this an 8. Yeah, this an 8, this a 6, this a 7, this an 8, this a 6. Good grief. These don't include 1 anymore. This is a 2. So these don't include 2 anymore. This is now 1. Now, do you remember 1, therefore, is up here, isn't it? It's in this domino, so that's a 2. So these don't include 2. This doesn't include 2. This 6, oh, that's a 9. Sorry, that's probably been available forever. That's a 9 by Sudoku. That's a 9 by Sudoku. I haven't put a 9 in box 6. And I've got a 3, 4, 5. Where's 1? Yeah, okay. This is great. This is absolutely great. 1 is there, and 1 is there by just Sudoku. Okay. That might be good. I'm trying to see. Oh, 1. Oh, don't get a 3 in the corner down there. 1, 3. Might get a 3 in the corner here, though. Or there. 2 chances for a 3 in the corner. This corner cell is not a 1 because of this. Oh, I tell you something. I now know the sum of those, don't I? Because that's 16, so these add up to 8, and they're not 1, 7, and they're not 6, 2, so they are 3, 5, and I know the order. This is such a beautiful puzzle. It really is. Now I should be able to do this column. Oh, I get 2 in the corner. Okay, that must be a 4. That's good. So that's a 6. That's a 3 by the maths of this box. So we can get rid of a few things there. That 6 is doing work. So that's 6. That's 1. No, this isn't 5. What are these digits? Are 1, 2 and 4, I think. Sudoku on row 3, so that digit in the corner is a 5, which makes this a 1, this a 2. We're still going here. This is now a 5, 7 pair. Come on. This 1 is doing work. 1, 4. Okay, that's still good. Frankly, we'll take it a 6. Means that's 6, that's 3. So we're sort of tidying up pencil marks at the moment. And we just need... something's got to resolve these. I must have resolved this, otherwise I've broken the... oh, I see. I get a 3 here. I still need some help, don't I? Yeah, maybe I can get some communication coming across the grid from this network. Because I think I'm going to need it, actually. In order to resolve columns 7 and 8. What are those 2 digits? 2 and 5. Yeah, that's fine. So this is 2. That's 5, which makes that 3, that 5, 4, 3, 4, 5. 5 here, 2. Yeah, this is going to do it. 2, 4, 2, 8, 8, 7, 7, 5, 5, 9, 9, 4. That is stunning. It must be right, mustn't it? You can't... I mean, that does not happen by accident. Please. Yes. Yes. 70 people have solved it in 633 days. That's interesting, because I thought... when I looked it up beforehand, I thought it was from 2021. I might be totally misleading you there. I think this is quite an old puzzle, so whoever's put this in the software might have done it more recently. But Nylimb, that is just an absolute worldie. It's beautiful. The logic is gorgeous. The fact that you can colour it mostly, and then you don't have to use any complicated maths to work out the totals of at least 2 of the numbers is gorgeous. And then the fact, I found it quite hard to get yellow and purple disambiguated, but you could do it. It's so lovely to... it was this stuff, wasn't it, here, that let us do it. And there was some lovely geometry ideas as well. That's an absolutely beautiful puzzle. Let me know in the comments how you got on with it. I enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind. And we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.